welcome back to the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. I'm back today with a pick a card reading for you. A big welcome back to my beautiful returning subscribers. You guys are amazing. So thank you guys so much for your vulnerability that you guys have shown recently, especially in the comment section below. And as a thank you, I am going to be offering a chance to win a free reading. So be sure to hit your notification bell. Be sure to drop your comment below. I will be announcing the winner of that free reading sometime this week. And so the notification bell system is really important so that I can actually get a hold of you and so that I can actually make sure you get your reading. So be sure to take those steps. And if you are just new to this channel, we would love to have you join us. Join our beautiful soul family here by subscribing to the channel and dropping your comment below for your chance to win. Because I do pick a card readings on this channel. And we would love to have you here. Please pull up a chair, grab yourself some snacks, get cozy, and we'll have a little bit of a chat because we're all friends when we gather at my table today. So today we are looking at the person on your mind and we're asking the question, do they still care? Do they still love you? What are their truest, deepest feelings for you at this very moment? So you could be in a relationship with this person. It doesn't have to be a no contact situation, although I feel like many people may be drawn who are in no contact situations, and that's perfectly fine too. We have 3 piles for you to choose from today. We have pile number 1 with the pink flower and the candle card. Might not be able to see it very clearly. It says you will be shown the way, a candle. Pile number 2 with the yellow flower and the grapes. Time to go out and have fun. And pile number 3 with the orange flower and the tortoise. Slowly but surely getting there. So, or getting ahead rather. So whichever pile or cards or animals or images are calling your name, there may be a message waiting for you today. And my timestamps are below in the comment or in the description box as always. I am going to jump right into pile number 1. Again, today we're looking at the person on your mind, holding that person's image, the feelings that you have for them in your mind. Do they still care about you? Do they love you? What are their truest, deepest feelings for you right this moment? Starting with pile 1. Hello, pile 1. You were drawn to the pink flower and to the candle card, and this is your reading. The person on your mind, what are their truest, deepest feelings for you right now? Do they still love you? Do they still care at all? Are they indifferent? What are their truest feelings? The candle card says you will be shown the way. And the candle for me, it's a flame, it's a spark, and it's like the candle is still lit for you. It's like no one can hold a candle to you as well. That message is coming in. It's like they're on the search for something better, but they haven't found it. It's like nobody can hold a candle to you. And it's been time and space that perhaps has taught them that lesson. So let's take a look here and see. What are their truest, deepest feelings and thoughts for pile number 1, please? We already have the King of Pentacles. So this person could be an air or an earth sign rather, Taurus specifically, or Virgo, Capricorn. Sometimes the King of Pentacles is really concerned about building up his coin, building up his empire, really. This person could be a really hard worker. Sometimes, though, the King of Pentacles has really established himself, even in other realms, so family, relationships, they could be well established if it's a no contact situation. We have the Ace of Swords. So their true feelings for you didn't sort of hit them until after. I feel like they thought it would be easier perhaps to keep their feelings at bay. Knight of Pentacles, there's the Ace of Cups. But it's been through this period of time. You can see in this Ace of Cups that her cups is releasing all of these butterflies. And the butterfly is that beautiful imagery of transformation that happens inside of us first before it's viewable or seenable in the outside realm. It happens inside of us first. And it's been throughout the course of this journey for them that has revealed their truth about who you are, how they feel about you. And they still have very strong feelings for you with that Ace of Cups. I feel like they wish that they could explore it more. And I do feel like these feelings may be, it's like some of the epiphanies they had were bittersweet. They were kind of painful. We have the Ace of Wands. Back of the deck is the King of Cups. So if we're dealing with the King of Pentacles right now, what we don't see is the truth of the situation. They're acting very stoic on the outside, but on the inside, it's all of this love. And it looks like this person's made up of the mountain itself. It's like the mountain is this huge obstacle. There's a little house up on her arm. So again, this person could have established themselves in a family unit of some kind, but they're really worried about the effort it will take to conquer the mountain. But they're also having a really difficult time releasing their feelings for you too, because they're recognizing that this experience that they built for themselves does not hold a candle to the emotional feelings that they get when it comes to you. And they're really worried about that ship sailing by without ever the benefit of exploring it. And I feel like they really worry that it's going to stay a fantasy forever, because it's like, it almost feels like it's reading like a story too. It's like this could be made into a movie or something. There's something dramatic. They feel there's something dramatic about your story, so that could resonate with you. There could be something really dramatic or serendipitous that happened that led you both to the point that you are. It's almost like, and I'm not saying this is a specific example, although it may be, it's almost like you guys have the same birthday, or it's like you guys there's something very similar about both of you that screams this was meant to be. But I feel like their empowerment lies in the fantasy realm. They don't know if they can create change. And they're not sure that it's possible. 10 of Swords. And this 10 of Swords is what gives us the hint that King of Cups, that their emotions really overwhelm them when it comes to you. Because the King of Pentacles doesn't allow us to see this type of outburst. The King of Pentacles is much too careful to allow us to see into the inner realm, into the mental realm, into the overthinking that has led them to a state of despair and loss, because the 10 of Swords asks us to let go of this idea. We need to let go of this idea. It's not possible. I need to release it. But they can't complete that action, because if the 10 of Swords was over here, I'd say, yes, they've released you. They've let go of it. They are moving forward. But they're challenging themselves. They can't do it. They're acting confident. 6 of Wands. They're acting confident. But also Spirit says that the epiphany that came in about their feelings for you is sort of being utilized in the spiritual realm to help them to see the power that they wield in change. So you guys still have a really huge influence, even on this person's like spiritual development, even if it's out of sight, out of mind. And here's the Tower. Oh, look at her still trying to hold that tower together, even though it's falling. There's nothing she can actually do to hold it, hold it upright. And it's like, now that they've had this epiphany about you, they can't unsee it. And it's like when we cross an accident on the highway, you don't want to look, but you can't stop yourself from looking. And so it's like they can't stop themselves from revisiting the epiphany, even though they're still trying to hold their whole realm together. They're trying to not let the epiphany have an effect on their experience or on their position, but it is. And I feel like ultimately they're worried that their secret's going to get out, because this tower can represent something very physical. Like I said, if there's another relationship or a family unit of some kind, an establishment that they've established, that screams, I have integrity and I'm building something profound and I'm building something worthwhile. But then Spirit challenges that by saying, but who is it worthwhile to? Who are you trying to please? 6 of Cups. Oh. No one can hold a candle to you. And everyone else pales in comparison. And every other situation seems to pale in comparison. 3 of Swords. It definitely feels like it could be a third-party situation, because they feel like their position has taken some of their power or their ability to wield change away. And that's the true nature of the lesson coming full circle, is that the full circle lesson will teach them that nothing can take their power away unless they allow it to be taken away. We have Queen of Pentacles at the back of the deck, so this person is still really physically attracted to you as well. And they do wish for reunions, but they don't know how to execute that. And I feel like they expect there not to be, or it's like they expect change to be thwarted by their responsibilities here. King of Pentacles, yeah. So this deck has multiple king cards in the deck. So you have 2 Kings of Pentacles. And in this King of Pentacles, it's featuring another person. So I do feel like this person could be in a relationship. So take that as it resonates. And with the 6 of Cups, the 3 of Cups now feels very friendship oriented. And it could have started in friendship in the beginning. It could have really started in a strong sort of energy of friendship And perhaps it should have evolved, but someone wasn't comfortable expressing themselves, wasn't comfortable creating that change. And I'm even seeing that being played out here in these first 4 cards as well, because there was a spark and we didn't fuel it with the action we needed to, and we didn't fuel it with the air elements that we needed to by wielding our voice. And so that lesson is still now, that lesson is still sitting there waiting for us. And it's kind of like when you've done a test over and over and over again and you keep failing the test, and then you're looking it over years later, you're looking it over and you see the obvious mistake you made. And you're looking at it and you're thinking, why didn't I see that when I did that test five years ago? Why didn't I see it when I did that test 5 times? And it's because we needed the experience to gain in our ability to be aware and to act accordingly. But this person doesn't know. They don't think that reunions are possible. They almost feel like they have to surrender to this despair and release, but they don't know how to do that yet. They get really jealous too when they think about you, but they don't have a lot of follow through when it comes to creating change in your situation yet. Your current feelings, please. What are their truest, deepest feelings for you? And they do love you. I will say that, even if this was a friendship situation that never evolved to a relationship, this is a permanency of love. They hold you in a very special place, and it's very innocent in nature too. I feel like they wish they could explore that further, but there's almost a part of them that doesn't want to taint this by all of the practical things that they've already had to go through and experience. They don't want to taint that in some way as well. There's a part of them that is brokenhearted because they'll never know. Brokenhearted. Look, it's out of his chest even. But there's a part of them that doesn't want to taint that image. You're not alone. Isolation, physical connection, and community. A very sort of perhaps a sense of duality between the two of you. You guys may share very similar paths in life that have led you both to certain epiphanies as well. And I feel like this person isn't experiencing a lonely life. They're just experiencing an emotionally isolating life. You have here Harriet, longing for home. And that's what the 6 of Cups, homesick for the stars. And we also have karmic relationships. So I feel like they're a part of that. I feel like they're a part of a karmic relationship at this time. Back of the deck says your life is a canvas, artist manifestation, and creative accountability. And that's what it's really, it feels like a story being played out. It feels like a romance being played out, like a story on TV being played out here, where both people's like sliding doors. Have you ever seen that movie with Gwyneth Paltrow, Sliding Doors? What would have happened if we had missed the train? What would have happened that day? And that's what it feels like. It's like, what would have happened if I just acted? What would have happened? I feel like they are definitely kicking themselves at this time too. We have here, demonstrate love, find out what is important to those you love and act on it. And that's what they've learned. That's what they've learned throughout this whole experience is acting upon their feelings. But that's the challenge that's being posed to them still. And sometimes we miss that lesson. We miss the fact that we missed the boat here, but that lesson came here now for a reason. So why are we feeling pressed at this moment with that intuitive message coming in from spirit? So it's like sometimes we learn the lesson, but we don't act upon the lesson and we don't utilize it. And so the lesson is basically lost to us. We have love endures though. And that was part of the question is, does this person still care? Do they still love you? Absolutely. It endures, and it will endure for a long time. It says here, love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. And it's kind of like that show, that new movie on Disney, Encanto, because it's like a flame that just keeps burning. A flame that just keeps burning for you. Let's get a few message cards here. How do they truly feel for you? What are their deepest feelings for you? Do you even see me that way? Do you feel the same way? And I feel like in the past, they really used that fear-based mentality to stop themselves from really acting towards you. Yeah, do you even care? It's like, I just want you to love me. It's like, do you even care about me? And that's the question we're posing to them. So isn't that interesting? Do they still care? Do they still love you? Like, of course, but do you still love me? It's like two people that just should have been more vulnerable. And that's the lesson, you know? Do you think about me too? It says, I know you from somewhere. A recognition. It's like a reunion of souls here. It's like a friendship energy. And they may even sort of pretend and act like they don't think about you. If you're mentioned, they may sort of act like they're not concerned at all. But they absolutely, definitely do care. They absolutely, definitely do still have feelings for you. So 100%, yes, they do still care about you. Let's get some of my written message cards here. What are their current feelings, please, for pile 1? I'm missing you right this second. Like right this moment, they are missing you. But I feel like, honestly, it feels like a consistent, almost like a chronic feeling of longing. In a perfect world, it's you and it's me. It feels like sort of a sweet enough connection that it's like you guys should be together. Like you should end up together. Like these are one of the stories that you're really rooting for that couple to find their way back. I'm keeping tabs on you, watching your social media if they're able to. And best friends, I really miss that. And I feel like there's a really strong friendship component here with you and your person here. They want you to know that things have evolved, they have changed, and they want you to be privy to those changes. They want you to experience who they've evolved into, and they want vice versa. They want the exact same from you as well. Let's get a charm bowl for you. The future of this connection. Will this person reach out and make changes in this connection? What is the future of this connection in the bowl, please, Spirit? I always miss it. That's twice. Here's the 3 of Swords. We have the King of Cups reversed, and we have the Emperor. Now, the King of Cups is reversed. This is someone that could, again, very emotional person, doesn't allow themselves perhaps the emotion, but very emotional. And I feel like in their current environment, it's a sign of weakness if they feel like they cry or they get upset, and they like to maintain a stoic energy. I think appearances are really deceiving with this person, and I feel like they have really grown up and evolved. Like I feel like there could be, even for someone watching, years where you haven't seen this person. There's definitely sadness in the separation, and they're kicking themselves because they created a lot of their own sadness. It hasn't gone on. I want to say it's not a missed opportunity, because Spirit keeps saying that this is, there's value in everything that we learn, and nothing, no time, no experience is ever wasted. But there could definitely be third party here. This person could also be a father figure or a parent. So take that as it resonates. But I feel like they're going to sort of stay in their position. Oops. We have O. We have Joe. J and O. We have live your dream. And in a perfect world, they're like, the dream is you. The perfect world, it's you and me. And Spirit's like, live your dream. That's what we're here to do. We have here the Tree of Life, which could indicate family for me. So take that as it resonates. We have the Forget-Me-Not and the Heart Chakra. Somebody blocked it. Somebody didn't allow someone else to listen in on their true intents, their true feelings. They kept themselves secret and their feelings a secret. And that's what they're still continuing to do. But we definitely have soulmate energy here with the music note. And we have a commandment from the Bible that says, thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain. So this could be somebody who curses a lot, or who isn't 100% honest with their feelings. All right, Pile 1, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonates with you. And if it did, I would love to hear your story below in the comments section, and I would love for you to subscribe to the channel and become a part of our beautiful soul family here. And if you do subscribe, be sure to hit your notification bell so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me. You can also check me out on Instagram. That link is below, and I offer private readings through my Etsy account, and that link is below. But I hope that you come back here for another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Hello, pile 2. You were drawn to the yellow flower, or perhaps to the grape card here. I'm trying to slip that in there where it won't fall. Oops. Okay, I don't know. To the grape card, and this is your reading. The person on your mind, what are their truest, deepest feelings for you? Do they still love you? Do they still care about you? Perhaps they're indifferent. We're going to take a look here. You guys were drawn to the grape card, and underneath it says, time to go out and have fun. And grapes are a symbol of friendship and reunion. So this could be a friendship energy from your past or a current energy. So maybe you want to know how a current friend feels about you, whether it kind of goes beyond friendship. But they have really great memories of you, whether it's still in place now or not. They have just great energy surrounding having fun with you, and you represent someone who they feel like they have the freedom to be themselves. So there's a beautiful sort of energy surrounding that friendship. And let's take a look here. What are their current feelings? What are their deepest feelings for pile number 2? Do they still love you? Do they care? Two of Cups. If this is a friendship, they wish that it was more than just a friendship here with the Two of Cups. We have here the Page of Swords. And you may have actually gone to school with this person. You guys may have been in school together. Queen of Wands, Five of Wands, Seven of Pentacles. This person gets like really jealous when it comes to you. Really jealous when it comes to you. And they're really attracted to you, but I feel like you give them pause to kind of and again, this could be a current friendship. You may not be in no separation or no contact with this person. This may be ongoing right now, because it's like you challenge them now. You challenge them now to want to create change in your connection, and you apply pressure to do so. It's like they want to change direction. They don't, if you're in a friendship with them, this person does not want to be your friend. It's like, I have enough friends. But there's something about, it's like they worry about something about their physical appearance. They worry about it's like they have a low self-esteem because something about their physical appearance. And it's like this is something in their physical appearance would be enough to make them maintain a watcher position and a lot of interest that they would have. So if they're interested in you or interested in someone else, they might maintain a watcher position because they're so insecure about this physical attribute that they're convinced that other people must just hone in on it too. But that's truly a reflection of how we focus and ruminate on things that aren't really cared about by other people. But it makes them insecure enough that it makes them feel like you're definitely out of their league. Definitely out of their league. And you can see in this Page of Swords, he's wearing this cloak of hearts. And the hearts are black because that's what they're cloaking. The truth of the matter is that there is more to this connection than meets the eye. But this person feels kind of overlooked, or again, it's not even that they're overlooked by you. They overlook themselves. And they're having low self-esteem. We have the Strength card back of deck. It's like they have to tame all of these insecurities, all of these fears. Because part of them almost gives up. In the past, they give up before they even begin. And in this case, they don't want to have to do that. But it's really challenging them to change directions in their life. And some of this direction could be like an actual pressure kind of applied to their physical position, potentially. But it feels like for someone like this is like a friendship that should evolve. And they feel kind of helpless to make that happen, but they're not helpless. They just need to harness that power, harness that confidence inside of them. You have the Ten of Swords, the Nine of Swords, and the World. This person, if you are in no contact, because I'm dealing with collective energy, so I do have multiple energies floating in and out. So if this isn't resonating with you, you can try a different pile or a different reading. But for someone watching this person, if you are in no contact, they are watching you online for sure. But it almost fuels their inability to create change. Like because people online are projecting the best of the best, right? We don't put things online that project anything less than perfection. Sometimes we're projecting a beautiful picture, but it doesn't show the full story. But whatever it is you're projecting, they're taking it to heart, and they're like, wow, they look great, they're doing great, they don't need me, they don't want me, there's nothing about them that they're just fueling their own insecurities by what they see and by what they're and again, this could be a current friendship that's in place now. Maybe you're sort of have an inclination about this person's feelings for you, but you haven't really brought it up to them yet. And as much as we have the Three of Swords reversed, as much as they like Ten of Swords, and this happened actually in the first pile. If the Ten of Swords were over here, I would say this person has given up. But the Ten of Swords is over here because this person thinks that they're not good enough, thinks they should give up. But they, honestly, it feels like they're a little bit, it looks like they're kind of just almost addicted to you. It's like they can't give up. It's like they want to bring forward an apology too for not acting in the past, taking masks off. So and for someone watching, this person there could be competition for you, or there could be competition for them. There's just jealousy rooted in this Three of Swords and this Five of Wands. There's impatience brewing too, but I feel like they're more impatient with themselves than anyone else. So we have Justice. The problem with this Justice here is that Spirit says that this person could use the cause and effect of what they're seeing right now as kind of fuel to their fodder. It's like fuel to fuel their insecurity with, instead of using it for truth. Because the Justice is all about cause and effect. And when we recognize that our actions or inactions in the past haven't served us to this point, we're supposed to apply a different pressure in the present energy to the situation if we want to create change. And trying to, sort of applying the exact same force or lack of force is just the very definition of madness. But it is a testament to how the Seven of Wands backup deck is a testament to this person's ego and the struggles that they have in overcoming their feelings of helplessness here. Here's the Fool. This feels like someone who doesn't have a lot of experience too. It's like they don't have a lot of experience, or they feel innocent in nature a little bit. Here's the Ten of Wands. And we have here the Nine of Pentacles. Just want to peek the Seven of Cups. A lot of this person's restrictions or their inability to come forward is their confusion about not knowing how you feel, because they couldn't imagine that this Queen of Wands feels the same way about them. But that's because of that lack mindset within themselves. That's because they don't feel powerful. They feel jealous. They compare themselves to other people too much, and that's their worst. That sort of does them the worst disservice of all. Backup deck right now is the Ten of Wands. A lot of burdens that this person carries, and the biggest burden of all is the uncertainty of change and what that's going to bring about. And so you can see it's like an umbrella. It's like shielding us from change, but it's also shielding us from the truth, because if we are to look beyond the obstacles, there's just more discovery of the truth and not just our perception of how it is. Because if we believe it's impossible and they keep telling themselves it's impossible, it's impossible, it's impossible, that is a habit that will catch up to the situation, and it will start to, if it comes to life inside and plants seeds inside of us, it will eventually be manifested in physical form on the outside of our experience, and we will see our worst fears and our projections being manifested right before our eyes, like a self-fulfilling prophecy. And then we use that self-fulfilling prophecy as evidence of like, yeah, see, nothing ever works out for me. I'm stuck. And what Spirit wants us to do instead is to use that lesson to fuel us, to light a fire under us, so that we're like, no, that's not for us. We're gonna move forward. We're gonna see what we can do here. What would happen if I did this? What would happen if I put myself out of my comfort zone and acted? But that's what this person avoided. We have here star bathing, light body, crystal grid transmission activation. And the star bathing, I think about that. I think about somebody who is, it's almost like the Four of Swords of healing. The necessity for it here specifically because if they could engage in that healing cycle of the Four of Swords, it can bring about the clarity for them to see the truth and not just their opinion of the truth of, oh, it is helpless. We have here surrender to the sweetness, pleasure, joy, make love to life. And back, we also have Earth School, life lessons, soul growth, study, higher learning. I feel like you went to school with this person with the Page of Swords here and the Earth School. Like you literally could have gone to an Earth School with this person. Back of the deck says Earth pulsing, pulse of Mother Nature, slow down, and time in nature. And the Seven of Pentacles here is about patience. But it's also a reminder, it's like this person worries that time is ticking away and that they're losing the opportunity. How do they currently feel, please? Cassette, outdated thinking. We're playing events over and over and over in our head instead of applying a new force to the situation. We have here many options, stringing along, decision, one night stand. We also have I like you. Someone likes you, fun flirting, but wants to date. So it feels like they're a current friend and they want to date. They want more. But they feel like just an option, and they feel kind of overlooked at this time too. We have heart with a key though, welcoming love, meeting the one, opening your heart, getting together, and perfect. And if they could just express themselves to you, I feel like there could be a lot between the two of you. I feel like you could really grow a relationship with this person. They definitely still care. They definitely still love you. And they have very, very deep current feelings for you. I can't even look at what I've done. Five of Cups. I was meant for you. And when we have the Five of Cups, it does showcase somebody who's spending a lot of time in reflection in the negative realm. Instead of reflecting upon actions that can be taken, they've kind of succumbed to that inner turmoil inside. I'm weighing out my options. They feel destined for you. They really feel like you guys would make a great couple. And they're holding space for that opportunity, but they're not ready to execute. And I wish that I told you the truth. I do feel like they want to eventually, though, with that Two of Pentacles. It's like they know they have to do something about their feelings. They can't keep going like this. They can't keep putting on airs around you. I have too many responsibilities, and that's the Ten of Wands. The uncertainty kills them. They're really worried about what you're going to say if they bring forth some of if they take a leap here. You can see the dog is biting their leg. It's like they take a leap, but that fear of pain is their constant companion. Back of the deck says, though I want to get back what we had, the Six of Cups. Friendship, energy, reunions. Like if I take a risk and you reject me, I can't go back. I don't want to lose you in the capacity of which I have you. That really bothers them, really scares them. What are their current, truest, deepest feelings, please, for pile number 2? Oh. Ooh, we got 2 coming out here. More than friends. And I want to run away together. Let's be more than friends. Oh, look at back of deck already. I want to marry you someday. This feels like a very innocent energy, very innocent young pile. I'm so frustrated with myself in this situation. I'm sorry if I've ever hurt you. I feel like that's the last thing that this person would ever want to do is hurt you. And we look good together. I feel like they don't even want to make you uncomfortable. Like they don't even want to bring their feelings forward to you because they don't even want to put you on the spot. Friends with benefits, though. It's like, I want to be more than friends. If you're not willing to have a relationship with me, do you want to just be friends with benefits? But I'm ready for a fresh start with you, is on the back of that deck. Let's get a charm bowl and let's take a look in the charm bowl about the future of your connection. What does the future hold here for pile 2, please? We have the Four of Swords reversed. We have the Five of Swords. We have the Ace of Cups. Now, the Ace of Cups didn't want to be completely upright. It didn't. I can't lie. It didn't want to be completely upright. Because this person is anticipating sort of a situation that blows up in their face or that there's no real winner. But the Four of Swords says that after a period of reflection, it would be time for them to re-enter the world. It's time for them to act upon their feelings. And for some of you, this person may come forward with an offer. they're hesitating, though they're stressing about it because that Ace of Cups was reversed. So they are really kind of fearing some sort of disappointment and being let down by the experience. In the bowl today, we have he, and we have gentle. Oh, very sweet, innocent person. We have C and D. We have N and K. We have Cancer energy. We have the divine feminine shoe. So if you are the divine feminine, it's like you are out of their league. It's like you are more confident. You have way more confidence, experience, maybe even than they do. We have the screwdriver. And I feel like, honestly, sometimes looking at you, and I feel like they feel like there's other people interested in you. It's like driving the point home. It's like painful for them because they like you so much. We have here the infinity symbol, and we have the leaf of change, and we have Christmas, December being significant as well. All right, pile 2, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonates with you. And if it did, I would love to hear your story below in the comments section. And I would love for you to subscribe to the channel, become a part of our beautiful soul family here. And if you do drop me a comment, be sure to hit your notification bell so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me. I also offer private readings through my Etsy account, and that link is below. But I hope that you come back to the Tarot Cottage on YouTube, and I hope you have a great day. Hello, pile 3, you were drawn to the orange flower. I don't even know where to put it. Or to the tortoise card. And this is your reading. The person on your mind, what are their truest, deepest feelings for you? Do they still care? Do they still love you? The tortoise card here says slowly but surely getting ahead. And you know, the tortoise is a very slow moving energy. You may have been perhaps even in no contact potentially with this person for a long time, or they could have had feelings of longevity for you for a really, really long time as well. Like just a really long-standing connection here. And it may be that they're really having a hard time detaching even or healing from this connection. So we'll see how this sort of weaves into your reading today. So let's take a look here. What are their current feelings, please? Do they still care? What are their truths? Whoops. Well, on the floor, we have a pile of cards, but the 9 of Cups is showing itself. So we're going to pull that. And we even have 6 of Cups too, so reunions. That could be their biggest wish here, is some type of reunion. And it feels like it could be no contact for some watching. It's not for everyone, of course, but we'll see how the reading transfolds. What are their truest feelings, please? We have the Knight of Wands with the Fox energy, and we have the Ace of Cups. The waters of life. And even here it looks like an elk or a deer of some kind down here taking a drink, which is a symbol of endurance, of strength as well. And it's I feel like this person hesitates, and it's hard for them to hesitate even. They are really, really physically attracted to you. Like there is a lot of physical energy towards you, very impulsive energy. There's the 4 of Bows celebration. Because they feel like if they can just kind of hit the mark with you, they can ascend. They can ascend. Ace of Bows, the spark of life. There's a lot of, whoops, sorry for the wobble. There's a lot of bows in this spread right now. A lot of bows in this deck to begin with. For some, this is not a no contact situation. This is just somebody who wants to shoot their shot with you. And they're really worried about shooting their shot with you. But they have stamina. And that's what I just heard, that song by Sia. It's like, I've got stamina. It's like I can wait you out until you're ready for me, because it's like they have a focus. There's the Ace of Swords, a very strong focus, a very sharp focus about what they want and where they want to be. And it feels like you are definitely part of that focus. I can't lie and say that like their ego, this feels like a young person. This feels like someone who is in their prime, so to speak. They're in their prime. And so when we're in this natural state, it means that we're lacking some experience that helps us to see things objectively and clearly. And so part of this person's sort of hesitation is competition and restlessness and insecurity associated with the natural doubt that creeps in. And this person has, you know, I feel like they're not used to not feeling secure. Like they're a little bit of a smugness coming in from this person here. We have the Four of Swords. We have the Ten of Wands. Now, as a secondary message, as I said, I deal with collective energy, so I have multiple energies coming in. There is someone coming forward that has a lot of responsibilities on their shoulders, and there is a disconnect here because of those responsibilities. They want a rebirth in your connection. And either way, no matter which message you're resonating with, whether or not this person could be attached to another situation, or whether this person's a young energy who really just wants to create change. It feels like almost like a flirtation between the two of you too, like a really heavy flirtation. Either way, they want change and they want to speak up. They want to speak up. They don't know what's waiting for them if they do. But Spirit says that all that's waiting for them is more clarity. All that's waiting for them is, in some cases, reasons to celebrate. And like a big celebration, like they'd be, it's almost like I see like a gorilla pounding on their chest because I'm looking at that ancestor card and he's about to beat on the drum. It's like they're anticipating perhaps some failure, but not really, because the Knight of Wands is like, he's pretty optimistic. He's pretty he's pretty self-aware where he knows what he has going for him. And this person, I feel like, has a bit of an ego on them in a very positive way. They could be a Leo energy, perhaps. Sometimes Leos are seen as people who are a little bit into themselves, but I'm a Leo myself, so I have a little insight into that. It's not necessarily all ego surrounding that mentality. They're projecting some confidence because they're trying to fake it till they make it. Because the truth is, a lot of Leos suffer from some pretty deep insecurities, you know, and we're trying to fake it till we make it so that we don't have to project that to the world, because that's not something we want to project to the world. But either way, this person wants a shift and change with you. And it feels like they want to see where it's going to go, because you're a fantasy right now. So when we're talking about someone who still loves you or still cares, they definitely care about you. But it's like they want to build upon that. They want to build upon whatever is already in place with you to see where it could head. Temperance. And we have the King of Pentacles, the Wolf. Back of the deck is the Justice card, the Woodward. And you can see here there's a lynx inside, and there's actually even a lynx on his head. He's wearing a lynx cap, which is weird. And the lynx encourages us to look beyond immediate appearances. And it could even be that you are aware of this person's interest and they're being really slow and patient about their approach. And that's because it's showcasing, it's highlighting how insecure they may feel, but it's like they're relishing it in the moment. They're taking their time. And again, secondary to this message of this energy of a very youthful, free spirit, we do have someone who does feel a little bit more contained. They feel like their position perhaps requires patience from you, because they acknowledge that, like, I know that this pathway with you could lead me into something better, into something bigger. But I have to be patient because of my position. So because of the collective energy coming in, I am dealing with two different groups here, two different energies. Because this person is saying, I'm stuck in a position, I am stuck in a karmic relationship perhaps, and I'm worried about the effects of going through here. It's not that they don't expect good things, it's that they're having an issue breaking down something that they've already built up. So they're being patient. They're howling at the moon until they can build up enough courage, enough confidence, or it's like they can see a clear path. And that's why they're taking their time. But they're like, I'm coming. I'm slowly but surely getting there. I'm coming. They are worried about the cause and effect, though. Again, it doesn't matter which group you belong to as far as which message you're resonating with. Either way, they're worried about the cause and effect. They're worried about endings that bring new beginnings always, but they're worried about the effects of acting towards you and wielding their truth towards you. We have here Star Keeper, Cosmic Ancestors, seed the light by staying grounded. And that's what it feels. And it's interesting that it says that, seed the light by staying grounded. And the tortoise is a grounded energy. We have the turtle, we have the tortoise, and the tortoise is always on land. And it's very slow moving. And it's kind of like the Knight of Pentacles. And with the King of Stones, the Knight of Pentacles makes it to the King position because he's very careful about his steps. And this person is guarding their confidence, is guarding their ego very closely to their chest, because they want to assure themselves of success, no matter what their realm. So whether or not they're a free spirit that's open and willing to come into a relationship with you, and Spirit says if that's the case, that entering into this unknown could lead to like commitments with this person. And secondary, the message coming in for others is the fact that this person may already be a part of a commitment. Not that they wouldn't be willing to commit with you in the future. It's just that that is what's stalling out or causing the delay in the situation. But it's like I'm slowly but surely getting there. But they're doing it by staying grounded and staying very careful in their ascent. We have here karmic relationships and the Six of Pentacles. As I said, it says exploitation, soul growth, conflict. But that's the reason why they have to go through this period, because without this experience, they can't grow. They can't evolve. They can't, as a spiritual being. They've had to kind of go through this process of all of these lessons to gain a lot of information. We have here surrender to the sweetness, pleasure, joy, make love to life. And that's what they want. Ultimately, no matter what, if they have burdens upon their shoulders, you represent a freedom, you represent a passion, you represent excitement. And that's what they kind of are missing in their life, perhaps, and they're missing with you. How do they currently feel, please? What are their truest feelings for pile number 3? We have clock, need time, takes time, time in cycles, time to heal, progress. But they're saying, I'm slowly but surely getting there. Slowly but surely getting there. I like you. Romance is blooming. Fun flirting and wanting to date you. And this Knight of Wands is super interested. He's super interested in fueling that fire. Sometimes he's a little bit impulsive. Sometimes he rushes into things. This person may want to sort of fantasize about rushing into a physical relationship. We have date here. Mating someone new, getting back out there, planning and setting a date. I feel intent with this person. I do feel like they may be intent on creating change. So in the bowl today, we're going to check out the future of this connection. So the current feelings, please. We have here expansion, and they want to expand. They want to see what type of sweet fruit can be afforded them in this connection, because there's a lot of passionate, charismatic energy between the two of you. The fire spirit here. And it's the 1 to 7, it's an 8. It's like the 8 of Wands. It's like passion, it's fire. It's that Knight of Wands wanting to wield some of this fantasy towards you. And Spirit says it's okay to start in that fire realm too. And not to, sometimes we hesitate because we have this collective idea about that, but it's okay to start in that fire realm, because as you can see, it can bleed and breed into a commitment. It can breed into celebration. And sometimes there are some energies that's how they express themselves. They have a difficult time being emotionally vulnerable, and so they start with the physical realm in order to tiptoe, I guess, into vulnerability. What are their truest, deepest feelings for pile? I want you to choose, and I don't want to lose you. It's always easier if someone else kind of pulls the trigger for us, so that we don't have to leap over this hurdle, so that we don't have to challenge ourselves to overcome that hurdle. And I mean, as a collective, we want to take an easy road out. We want things to be easier. And this person's no different. They're like, if you could come in to save me from this, then I'll take it. But you are so very special to this person. Unfinished business with you. Do you think about me as well? Do you feel the same way about me that I feel about you? I feel like they're really kind of harness up their courage to make some sort of move towards you, because it says, I'm absolutely in love with you. 6 of Cups. I feel there's been friendship vibes surrounding each pile today. This is the least least friend-like pile that I've done today, but there's still that component of nostalgia, of innocence. But they don't want it to be innocent anymore. Back of the deck says, you do make my heart full, 10 of Cups. The path to happiness represented by that 4 of Wands can encompass that beautiful 10 of Cups as well, which is really pretty. Really pretty energy. How do they currently feel, please, about pile number 3? What are their deepest feelings for pile 3? Forgive me. They may have a reason to kind of offer amends for something in the past. They're saying, we have unfinished business we need to talk about. And part of that unfinished business is the fact that they just want to express how special they feel like you are. I want to call you, but would you answer me? Do you think about me too, is what they're saying. Do you think about me? Would you even pick up the phone? I am aglow with thoughts of you. And it makes me think of the 6 of Cups. That's a Sarah Harmer song. And in that song, she talks about how she has memories of someone from her past and she doesn't even care if they're real or not because they're enough for her. And that's what this person, they put you in a very kind of rosy colored glow. It doesn't even matter if those memories are true because I can still hear your laugh. And I'm going to fix everything, but first I have to fix me. So they feel like there are steps that they have to take before they can create change here. But they are thinking about reunions. And even back of deck says, I do imagine a future with you. So let's take a look in your charm bowl and see if what the future holds in this connection. If Spirit can give us an indication. What does the future hold here? Oh, we have one out of the bowl. We have the 4 of Swords reversed. What does the future hold, please, for pile number 3? 8 of Swords sideways, 9 of Cups. So 9 of Cups is reversed, 8 of Swords sideways, 4 of Swords reversed in the bowl. As much as there's slow energy here, slowly but surely getting ahead, the 4 of Swords reversed and the 9 of Cups reversed says, I'm tired of the slowness, I'm tired of being patient, and I want to escape this prison now. It's like I'm slowly and surely getting there, but there's starting to be a bit of a restlessness associated with that slow projection towards you, because there's almost a bit of anxiousness creeping in now too, because they're ready. It's like they want reunions, they want more in this connection, because ultimately this 9 of Cups is saying, I want this. I feel like it has the capacity to fulfill me. And it's like it may even indicate too that there's sort of a closing cycle happening here. The 9s are all about that last ditch effort, that last, it's like the last push of independence before we get to the card, the 10s, the community, the celebration of the 10s. So I feel like you guys could see, perhaps unexpectedly hear from this person if you are in no contact, because they're starting to get restless. Oh, did one fall? No. Let's get another little pinch there. We have what was between us, WAS. It could be initials as well. We have here the heart constellation. I kept my feelings in my heart. I kept my feelings submerged here. We have a tangled heart too. We have Leo energy and Cancer energy, Pisces energy with the fish. We have the tangled moon, somebody who suppresses their feelings. We have another S. We have the lightning bolt, which is talking about epiphanies that have come in out of the blue. Sometimes the epiphanies, it's a black lightning bolt, so it's like it's also a tower energy as well. Fearing change, fearing rejection. We have somebody who has perhaps a limited mindset when it comes to change too, with the glass half empty or half full. We have a bird in flight, and we have the Cupid's arrow. So this person definitely still has really intense feelings for you. And 8 of Swords is in the bowl, which is talking about them feeling restricted, but the bird in the bowl says they're not actually restricted. They can fly off whenever they want to. All right, pile number 3, that's what I have for you today. I hope that it resonated with you. If it did, I would love to hear your story below in the comment section, and I would love for you to be a part of our beautiful community here by subscribing to the channel, hitting your notification bell, and dropping me that comment so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading. You can also check me out on Etsy for a personal reading if you feel called to, but I hope that you come back here for another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a beautiful day.